welcome back to another
gigantic
beautiful
gain with the
game.
tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Good
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keeping the short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
On the ready.
Our first carry down for Jordan Howard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down and 4. Lock. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Ready? 30 base. Hey, exit.
Yeah, I'm gonna just buy him. I'm gonna just buy the car just to buy it. I don't care. I don't care. GTA, it's not like I'm not gonna be able to make the money back. Sad.
Just throwing his lock.
Where's it for?
Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah.
And this is going to be intercepted.
You know what? I'm not saying this.
Isaiah Oliver with the
Hey, I think it
INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were Bulldogs last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense in the first drive. They pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball
back.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
What?
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him
How do you only have $44?
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. He said, write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
I'm telling the freaking Pariah. I don't even need this.
If that continues, it could be a long afternoon.
Why do I even have that call? Oh, yeah, when you should be freaking racist and y'all used to cheat. Because for some reason this car is really fast, but I don't like it.
Second and 1. Forced out to his
left.
He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved in this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I'd rather waste my money on 2K, honestly. Like, I wasted $50 on 2K when I could have bought Madden just to make that
here's Lock. Screen pass to Lindsay.
I'm pretty proud of it, too.
And he's got this down to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read the defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up.
There's no way you hit 95 overall without buying a single.
It's so easy to hit that shit.
Alright, but it takes so much reaching to go from freaking.
You realize Corey has 3 bills in the 90s.
Pick up on first down. That one going for for a gain of 11.
Not for all of them.
First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the
You know how much money that's gonna cost?
eluding the pressure right.
$150.
And incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little
If there
bit
was
too
any other
much, trying to
ticket,
get
like
it
if
out
this
to
was
his
17,
receiver.
it would only be
To the
25.
ground, incomplete.
That's what I
To
mean.
throw on 2nd and 10. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Look at this
down.
man
Ted
coverage.
McKinley made his way into the
I'm loving
backfield.
it.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped.
Good hit!
You gotta find a way to get it back together.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline.
That was good.
Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If
So you're watching a horse race instead of watching Swig's broadcast. That's fucked up,
fight
man.
it out.
And forces 4th
I don't
down.
really care, to be honest.
These
They
kickers
just,
now, it used to be that a 50-plus
yeah,
yarder was
not
cause for
finding it.
celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all state quarterbacks, receivers,
I'm about to pull up.
defensive
All
backs,
right, I'm about to pull up
all-state
in the
wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now
Oh,
they're
damn.
specialists coming through the posts.
Yeah, that's like a
And
boat.
nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's
What
2nd
miracle
and
did you
10.
want me to perform?
2nd and 10. He's going to
Why is he wide open?
wide open, complete.
Why is he wide open?
Touchdown, Falcons.
Chad, you suck.
Jamon Moore.
Look at
His
that play.
4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route.
Deegon, what happened to the
There's nothing to
defense?
draw. You've got it down pat.
Why was that nigga just leave this
Player.
streaking by himself?
I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers.
My question is, how are you watching this freaking?
Oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
I'm back.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1
What
goal
to say
is
about
win.
the defense? So why am I so hard?
Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now, fighting for everything possible to try to at least
See, that's what I love about his dude. It's not his exciting about his ability is freaking a guaranteed tackle off of his stage after his stage.
First down. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Oh, there he is. I would have killed him if I got that hit thing. How did I miss?
Man,
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
I miss our super RKO trio,
That's why I
bro.
tell all you guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. He blew the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get
Goal
together
line.
and take the pressure
Goal
off.
line. Go get him, my dogs. Go get him, my dogs. Go get him, my dogs.
3rd and 2.
Oh,
It's
damn.
going to throw. And it's complete.
Deegon versus me.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Gonna watch the fight?
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's
God,
made
what's your
at the
YouTube,
Falcons'
dude?
29-yard
He's leading.
line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Because I didn't know his YouTube, that's why I just asked it.
Throwing on
It's
first
not good for
down
the
is
point. He's
Locke.
reading.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Oh, my Jackie is not so good for it. Still D-Swig.
They moved it a combined 33 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 4 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the
that's probably the
stop right here because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in.
You should probably stop too, like
shot at the end zone.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Dude, you should come outside in a little bit.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of the first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
I'm really wasting my money on this piece of crap.
Block going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Look at the Panthers!
Incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey.
Yes!
And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Hey, Foxtrot.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up the field, defense.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Got some room at the 30. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
X3, 2AC, chop.
They're going to try and throw. Campbell making the catch, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker.
And I caught the
wrong play. Curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Is it my quarterback?
I said this motorcycle boy.
On 1st and 10, here's
I don't even think this is a motorcycle boy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here,
he's
going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey.
Did he get the first? No.
From 2nd and long, now we get very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4 down,
you fucking kidding me?
Into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I still don't
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, if the season ended today, and it's
I'm actually coming in.
We still have December. Wildcard team. And that's great. They'll be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs. And that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue.
My quarterback is goated. Look at that.
Smelling blood in the water behind
look at my quarterback just eating up on
time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Nah, this thing is pretty fast.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Oh, shit.
Coming up at
Wait for me, wait for me.
Charles, you want to
Are you really going to stop the stoplight?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan. Coach was standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the week. And he's going to go down here.
Oh, you're turning right away?
Back to the 34. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out field goal range.
You should have crashed.
The left sideline, he's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch.
Wait, you see, why are we in the right? You're not turning right.
The wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot around the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's see how
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, back on the road. Ah, top of
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up.
And he will take it. Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman.
Oh, yeah, go.
With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
On my screen, too fast to light.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
It's funny how it's easier to drive in real life than in the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this?
I know Jay don't remember me with that sniper taking his zone.
What influences me even more is who I've got running my
I'm gonna have to
team
catch
out on
one
the
right
field.
there. We're a little slow.
Weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're
Whoa, what's going on here? What's going on here?
If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Look at that play!
Now is locked.
The civilians are staying here.
And that will be incomplete.
Well,
they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up.
Hello.
What is going on?
Where's my punt return? Thought so.
So you hit the truck?
Alright, now it's on the
a first look at the NFL scoreboard.
The
early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Alright, I'm still turning that.
But why is he having brake light on? There's nobody in front of him.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Everybody, it's time to whip out your...
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
There was a car coming, Goofy.
They'll throw now on the final play.
I just don't want to control his vehicular.
Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Oh, you don't have a penthouse garage? That's it.
Come on,
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you
burn him. I don't even think you can park this thing. Jesus.
They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things.
Oh, come on here and copy it.
See if they
No, we have on a hoodie or backpack.
Come on, Lonnie. Come on, Lonnie.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case,
it didn't even let me hit. It did not let me hit.
Ezekiel has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's be exactly
Come out here again. I just turned off my targeting mode to like,
get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 23. Here's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
So many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Greystone, travel.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's movements.
Right here.
And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
It don't even let me hit like
the short connection.
How do you put so much
shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oftentimes we play a variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game,
the car's in the way.
From the safeties, they are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
Oh my God!
Well done.
Flush to his right.
You know,
incomplete. He had his
held.
But it's now fourth
down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely.
But then I hit you back on the ground again, so it was kind of
confused. In there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try to find something. There's nothing available there.
Give him credit.
Mine again. Deegon. Well, I'm off the field again here.
One that's
Go.
Picked off by Deegon Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the
That is
32-yard
bull. That is bull.
line.
I didn't get to pick my play.
Charles,
Before
whatever's
he
going
picked that
on
play.
between his
Oh
ears
no.
right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with.
Let it ride.
Get himself calm.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own.
Yeah, you're
cheating.
cheating.
Guys are sitting back and they're not playing the receivers.
Okay, so you take out a gun?
Yes.
When he delivers the ball.
Alright, if you take out a gun, I got a perfect thing for you.
You want about not your gunfight?
He goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a
So you bring a gun
drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
He loved this daggone laser gun, bro. That's so toxic.
The Broncos going dime.
And
2 extra defensive backs for third down.
He always has the daggone freaking high ground for some reason. I don't get that.
Back to throw here.
You always have the laser on. How about that? How about just like that? You always just have the laser on.
He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 37.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive.
He's got a man.
Spectacular catch. Turns into
Bonnet right here, bro.
Saves him from the
Like I'm watching Deegon just bully my...
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far on second down.
Stop playing me. Stop playing me.
36 on second and 10.
Stop.
They'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. He'll look to throw.
Burn him. Burn him, Campbell.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Who's the Falcons?
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Well, I'm about to manhandle number 10.
That's the only way you can get it done.
Another run by Lindsey.
This nigga Lindsey is so annoying.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch pass.
A tight end is burning me. A tight end is burning.
And he takes this thing way down.
Chad, if he scores, you suck.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, let me go spin the wheel.
Welcome back now to
The tight end was burning me.
The Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first and goal, Howard.
So let's find out.
Look at me shutting that down.
A couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
All right, I'm sliding through. Oh, this thing? Oh, yeah.
On second and goal.
Screen!
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Alright, here we go.
3rd and goal.
Single everything. I'm single!
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton.
He didn't let me get the thing. I got goal!
Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are back within a single score. Lindsay going to try and run it in.
Let's go!
He will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Hey, first one inside.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
What are you talking about?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game.
So
I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Why can't I leave?
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football?
I can't even leave the casino.
Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they
won
need
by
him,
the
and this
freaking
is his
elevator
time to
boy.
shine.
Alright, move to this side here. 2 right here. Egg's not getting open.
And he will go down outside of the
I
pocket.
can't even do anything.
Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I know what the
Oh my goodness,
casino.
that is that nice.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
How is he alive?
And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay.
I didn't think it's running back.
To the other side of midfield, across the 45 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Broncos' 1st down. Lock now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Can you invite me to a job?
Actually, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
It wouldn't let me go into. There's no option to go into my
camp.
camp.
He'll buy some time right.
Yeah, we said that.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
How did you do that one?
Picked off by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
No, boy, you do that good. Oh, there we go. I'm outside.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donovan, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career. And he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys?
Well, it's not my fault they're freaking...
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Ever to, like, steer. That's why I'm not using the bike anymore.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us, and let's go.
Time to shine.
I could be right.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I'm pulling out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Not totally home-free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go Campbell, go Campbell, go Campbell, burn him Campbell.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A quick throw out right here. He's got it complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
It's like that.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman.
Freeman!
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Get that
Devontae Freeman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
But you know what you should do, Deegon?
Fairbairn
Slide me that
extra
Madden,
point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
LV is next, bro. He got lucky and beat me last time because he freaking kicker hit a 60-yard field goal. I'm beating LV this time. He got me.
And this will be a touchback.
I'm not losing to him twice in one
over the
season.
end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
Not just for the guy throwing the ball,
but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like 95% sure that I'm just said do not allow it.
From the sideline.
Yeah, I was right. Look at that play!
First down is locked. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Watch your mouth, first of all.
Here we go!
I'm waiting.
Single. No.
General West.
Should they?
Check 24.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Go.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey.
Good shoestring.
It's a 6-yard gain.
You got it, huh?
Leads all get it a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Blocked to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Of course, 25.
Maybe because I'm a cocky son of a bitch. It's only
28 to 16.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
25 seconds left.
Like I ain't about to
Steps
run.
away to his left.
God,
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You're not even going to score.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's
time to
just
got
their
back. Hold on.
first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Thanks, Deegon. You're making it look easy on you.
Hold up. They think it's a game.
2nd and 11. Here's Sunil on the catch.
They think it's a game, Deegon. I'm sorry, but they think it's a game. Like I'm not about to score again.
30. And we've got a timeout. 9
seconds
seconds remaining. This quarterback now.
Bro, you know I'm floating that bill. I am floating that bill. I am floating that bill. I am floating that bill.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
You realize X was wide open?
You like I do you really throw it to X?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
And we jumping, Deegon?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Deegon, he's
So
running.
the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
I'm gonna do it before they call it. Say it.
From the shotgun,
He's running.
Let's go! I knew that one would kill!
And this will be caught. Don't forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football.
I knew that route was
going
gonna kill. That he'll come down watching the flat again.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun,
GG,
wasn't it?
Deegon. GG, my brother.